Hello guys, as you saw in my last video, I got rid of the Don Juan climbing rose that I had bought from Home Depot 3 years ago, wherein the Don Juan rose never saw the day of light because the Dr. Huey rose had completely taken over. I ordered this rose online from Heirloom Roses. This is the most expensive rose I have ever bought. In fact, the most expensive plant that I have ever bought. It's an own root rose. It's not grafted, and it came in really good condition, as you can see here. And it does give you the instructions. And this arrived on Thursday, February 12th, but I didn't plant it until February 14th on a Saturday, but I opened it up immediately. I followed the directions, and it says to give it a good drink of water when you open it because it has been dehydrated during its trip to get to its destination. I thought this rose was going to come inside a plastic pot, but it didn't. It came inside this biodegradable bag, which is better for the environment, I think. And I took out the bag, and the box containing the bag contains further instructions on what to do. So I did give it a deep watering, and I kept it like that for 2 nights. And this is the Saturday, the 14th, when I planted it. As you can see here, it looks pretty good. Besides some yellow leaves, it looks pretty good in general, so no complaints there. This will probably be the first and only own root rose that I will ever buy, just because they're very expensive. And like I said, I haven't had any problems with the other roses that I have bought from Home Depot and other nurseries. This Don Juan was the only one that turned out like that, and I just had to really splurge on this Don Juan climbing rose just because it is a climbing rose. I do hear that climbing roses are a little more special than just your regular rose bushes, but we'll see. It's an own root rose, and I'm guaranteed a very good rose that will grow very nicely, and I will definitely keep you guys posted on this one. But kudos to Heirloom Roses for their superb and high-end service. Very satisfied. And as you can see here, I planted it in exactly the same spot where I had planted the first Don Juan, and I did not use any fertilizers. In fact, I don't use any fertilizers here in the Garden of Usher. And let's see how it does, because the instructions, or not the instructions, but if you look at some videos from Heirloom Roses, they advise you to add some kind of fish fertilizers or fish something. But in general, I just don't use any fertilizer. So we'll see how it does, and hopefully it will survive, and otherwise I may just give up completely on trying to put a Don Juan climbing rose here. So I'm really hoping it'll work out, and I'll definitely keep you guys posted. This is my second journey with this rose. Hopefully this one will turn out better than the last one.